Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Dr. Princess Fumi-hancock, and welcome to Tear the Veil by Dr. Fumi. It is so great to be talking to you again today. I know that I've taken some time off a few weeks ago just to celebrate my mother-in-law's passing. She was 82 and a half when she passed, and so this past weekend we got to spend in Michigan for the burial ceremony as well as the memorial. Having said that, there is a topic that I wanted to share with you all today, and that is called the ceiling syndrome. The ceiling syndrome. What is the ceiling syndrome? The ceiling syndrome is when you are doing, or at least you perceive yourself to be doing, everything possible for a particular outcome, yet you are not getting that outcome. You feel like you're pushing your way towards victory or success. You can taste it, you can smell it, your hands can almost touch it, but just at that point when you stretch your hands to reach the final destination, something seems to bump you down. You find yourself going one step forward and two steps backward. This is what I termed the ceiling syndrome. Ceiling in the sense that you have something blocking your way, something between you and that destination. And as soon as you get up there, there's something in that ceiling that shows up like a ceiling and just bumps you right down. Now, what do you do when you are frustrated? Because situations like this will cause frustration when you are attempting to achieve something and you just cannot achieve it. And what is worse about it is you're looking at other people and you're seeing some people that are actually, taking strides in something that you desire. Have you ever found yourself in that position where you're looking at other people and they seem to be doing it effortlessly, whereas you, on the other hand, you keep putting all your best foot forward, doing everything, and yet you cannot reach that destination? What do you do when frustration begins to set in? What do you do when you just feel like, oh my God, I can't breathe. If I don't succeed in this particular thing, what am I going to do with my life? Right? Do you give up or do you give in to that frustration? And so this is what my topic is today. Do you give up when you are experiencing that ceiling syndrome? And I tell you what though, if you were to go to all these billionaires in the world and you ask them questions, right, about how they got to be who they are today, they would tell you that every single one of them have been through the ceiling syndrome at some point in their career. And so because of that, number one, you have to understand and recognize that you are not alone in this journey. You are not the first one and perhaps will never be the last person to experience ceiling syndrome. Number two, understand that the ceiling syndrome is part of growth. It is part of growth. It is part of your story of success. So you can either look at it as a challenge that causes you to fail, right? Or a sign of failure, or you can look at it as part of the stepping stone towards your victory. I have chosen to use the ceiling syndrome as a checkpoint for myself, something that checks me to let me know, okay, are you still on track with what you need to do, right? So understand that ceiling syndrome, you are not unique. It's not a unique thing to you. Then at a point where you are about to get frustrated, this is what I do. I take a step back, right? I rest, I get my hands off of whatever that thing is, and I take a step back. If it means leaving it alone for a few days, few weeks, perhaps months, and then coming back to it, then that's what you do. You do whatever is necessary to ensure that you are not clouded, that your eyes are not clouded by your frustration. I bet when you give it some time and you come back to it, you will be able to see clearly to make the right decision, right? which will ultimately give you the answers to what you're looking for. Now, here's the deal. At the end of the day, what you come up with might not be what you want, but I can guarantee you that it's what you need and what is expected, what is necessary for you to be successful. So ceiling syndrome is not something that we need to be afraid of. It's not something that we need to feel like, oh, woe is me. Why is all this happening to me? It is something that we understand that it is part of growth. It is part of our success and our success story. It is part of our life journey. Until next time, be inspired, be motivated, be of sentimental value. Understand that you are the hero in your life story. Do not allow anybody to write your story wrong. Bye for now.
Today, Dr. Fumi-Hancock, an African princess living in diaspora, is a best-selling author and international public speaker. This vision midwife is often requested by governmental, political, and royal heads to teach on creative success strategies for life, business, or career. Her book series, Your Vision Torch, has reportedly ignited many lives to sparkle in their brilliance. Join her and other global influencers at StorytellerBistro.com. Until next time, remember to master, manifest, dominate, and sparkle. Your brilliance is your billions.